Our top focus is the 22-year-old environmentalist Disha Ravi, who is now slapped with a sedition case where the Delhi police is concerned, even accused of having Khalistani links. As per the Delhi police, it's she who not just edited but circulated the toolkit which Greta Thunberg first tweeted.
A 22-year-old climate activist, Disha Ravi, is in the eye of a raging storm over toolkit in the Republic Day unrest case. Slapped with grave charges like sedition and criminal conspiracy, trouble seems to be mounting for Disha. Delhi police have claimed that they have unearthed a big Khalistani-linked plot against India. They claim that pro-Khalistani group Poetic Justice Foundation, Mo Dhaliwal, had contacted activist Disha to create a Twitter storm ahead of Republic Day.
One portion of the toolkit document mentioned action points named prior action. As you are aware, they were digital strike through, hashtag on 26th January, and earlier, tweet storm on 23rd January onwards, and physical action on 26th January.
Not only that, police says that she even was a part of a Zoom meeting with Foundation's Mo Dhaliwal along with co-accused Nikita.
On 11th January, Nikita and Shantanu attended a Zoom meeting organized by Poetic Justice Foundation in which the modalities of the Global Day of Action were worked out.
But activists have put the police in dock, questioning why no action were taken on banned organizations before Republic Day and alleging that the whole Khalistani link is an afterthought.
To arrest her and take her away to another state, telling her folks that she's only being taken for questionings, and then to go ahead and arrest her and keep her in custody for 5 days. These are all things that reek of abuse of power.
A citizens' march demanding release of Disha was also held in Bengaluru.
You know, we have become a country, or this is a state where if you non-violently stand for climate change, for farmers' rights, you're arrested. If, on the other hand, you violently go from door to door, intimidating people to donate for the ruling party, you're free.
Delhi police revealed that pro-Khalistani organization Poetic Justice Foundation is completely involved in toolkit case. Disha and Shantanu created the documents and sprayed on social media platforms. They organized the Zoom meeting with Mo Dhaliwal. The new name came into the light. This is Peter Frederick. Peter Frederick is the main coordinator of ISI and Khalistan K2 collaboration. With Vidya and Arvind Ojha, this is Tanseem Haider for India Today.
All right, let's quickly shift focus to the other big developing story and something which has hit the Aam Aadmi very badly, and that is the rising fuel prices in the country. Commuters across India are bearing the brunt of massive spike in prices of petrol and diesel. The price of petrol spike for the 7th consecutive day continued today, breaking fresh records. The price of petrol in Delhi is close to rupees 89 per litre after the fresh hike of 26 paisa. In Mumbai, the price of petrol crossed 95 rupees mark, while it crossed the 100 rupee mark in Maharashtra's Prabhani district. In Rajasthan, Jaipur, petrol is retailing at 95.51 paisa. In Bengaluru, the price of petrol is 91.97 rupees. Hyderabad, rupees 92.53 paisa, and rupees 90.87 in Thiruvananthapuram. January 2020, the price of petrol has increased 81 times. All of this since January 2020. The massive surge in fuel prices is at the back of what the government says, rising global crude price and the boost in demand following the prospects of viable vaccine for COVID-19.
इसके चार्जेस बढ़े जा रहे हैं सर। हम लोग स्टूडेंट लोग हैं तो पेमेंट मतलब बढ़ता ही जा रहा है, जैसा घर से लेना ही पड़ता खर्चा तो बढ़ता ही जा रहा है डे बाय डे। तो ये ऐसे प्राइसेस अगर बढ़ते रहेंगे तो हम लोगों को क्या मतलब गाड़ी खड़ी करते हैं घर पे।
असर तो करता है मैडम बराबर, पर अभी तनख्वाह भी कम है तो अभी मोदी सरकार है तो लेवल ठीक करने के लिए भाव बढ़ाया है और असर तो करेगा।
Prices of premium petrol in the national capital have breached rupees 90 mark, and now it is selling on 92 rupees 31 paise, whereas ordinary petrol is being sold on almost 99 rupees, which is 88 rupees 99 paise, and diesel in the national capital is being sold on rupees 79.35 paise. For last few days, the fuel prices are constantly on surge, and that's affecting the common people. तो कुछ दिन में 100 रुपए पहुंच जाएगा?
हाँ जी बिल्कुल 100% जी।
जब 100 पहुंच गया तब क्या करेंगे?
चलानी है फिर भी गाड़ी, क्या कर सकते हैं इस बार, लेकिन आगे वोट नहीं देंगे बीजेपी को।
Anger of the people speaking on the fuel prices. Remember the same party in power were in opposition raised this slogan, बहुत हुई महंगाई की मार, and now the petrol prices have breached rupees 90, and the premium petrol maybe shortly next few days, just matter of days, it will breach 100 rupees marks.
Petrol and diesel prices are rising from the last 7 days. In Chandigarh, while the petrol has seen a rise of nearly 2 rupees, the diesel has increased by 2 rupees and 56 paise in the last 7 days. This is one of the petrol pumps in Chandigarh, and today the petrol is being sold at rupees 85 and 63 paise per litre, and diesel at 79 rupees and 05 paise. Indian government is now following the dynamic fuel price method after June 2017, and petrol and diesel prices are revised at 6 a.m. in the morning. A number of factors are responsible for the petrol and diesel price hikes, including the crude oil prices, the difference between the dollar and rupees prices, besides the demand. As the consumers are facing a pinch from last 7 days, it is likely to impact the prices of other commodities. With Virijali Chandiram, this is Manjeet Sehgal in Chandigarh for India Today.
I want to connect right now to my colleague Pankaj Upadhyay, who's joining me live with the very latest coming in from Mumbai on the price hike. Pankaj, Mumbai right now priced at 95 rupees per litre of petrol is just 0.57 paisa behind Jaipur, which is the second highest now in the country. Mumbai second, Jaipur first. Pankaj, can you hear me?
Yes, Preeti, I can.
Pankaj, a quick update on, you've been talking to consumers. Mumbai right now retailing at 95 rupees per litre petrol, which is the second highest in the country. Jaipur stands just 57 paisa more than what you are paying.
Yes, Preeti, petrol and diesel prices are rising in the country, and Mumbai has been no exception. Let's have a look as to what the current count really is. दादा हमें बताइए इस वक्त क्या दाम चल रहा है पेट्रोल डीजल का?
सादा चल रहा है 95.56 और एक्स्ट्रा प्रीमियम चल रहा है 98.33.
एक्स्ट्रा प्रीमियम 98.33 चला गया, यानी बहुत जल्दी 100 तो छू ही लेगा लगता है.
Yes, sir.
Let me try and talk to some consumers. Sir, I think the price is really going to breach the 100 mark now. Are you ready for it?
Nobody is ready for it.
Okay, nobody is ready for it?
Nobody is ready. Nobody wants to pay that much.
Okay, but then you have no option left.
Burden about it. Doesn't matter to the government, I think. So, can't help it.
What does the Aam Janta have to say on this now?
Obviously, we want it to go down. 100 is so rupees. It's too much. It has to come down. But
how does this affect your budget?
It does. You have to think about it. I mean, it is obviously pinching your budget, but...
And this comes at a time when, as it is, the country has been hit with the pandemic.
Correct. So, but you can't do much about it. It is an essential commodity. You have to use it.
As a common man, what is your appeal to the government?
Do something about it. Don't forget about it.
All right. Let me talk to someone. 100 रुपए के पार चला जाएगा, ready हैं?
क्या कर सकते हैं? क्या कर सकते हैं इसमें? लेना तो पड़ेगा ना, चलना.
सरकार से क्या कहेंगे? अब तो मतलब छू ही गया.
थोड़ा तो रहना चाहिए. रेट में थोड़ा कम होना ही चाहिए.
So, Preeti, consumers on ground zero say they were hit by the pandemic, and this price hike coming at this time is just not acceptable. And most of the consumers here really appealing to the government that this price hike should stop and they be given some relaxations.
Appreciate you joining us, Pankaj. Unprecedented rise in fuel. The government says it's market. The crude globally is rising, therefore it's transferred right now to the consumers here. But what we've seen, and hear this figure, viewers, since 2020 January till now, 81 times have fuel prices been increased in our country? Let's quickly now shift focus to the latest coming in. When you're cutting across toll plazas in the country, there will be fast tags. Now, which will make the life easier for the commuters across India. All toll plazas across the country will be declared as FASTag lanes from midnight. Any vehicle not fitted with FASTag or without valid and functional FASTag entering into the FASTag lane at a toll plaza will be penalized. The fine has been set at an equivalent to 2 times of the fee applicable to that category. The central government announced that change on Sunday evening. The government further started. This has been done in order to promote fee payment through digital mode, reduce waiting time, fuel consumption, and provide for a seamless passage through the fee plazas. All right, let's cut across right now to West Bengal. All of this, a big, massive controversy which brewed at the back of the India Today East Conclave 2021. Ram versus Durga. How did it all pan out? What is the controversy all about? Take a look.
The political showdown in Bengal has taken a new twist. The slugfest for polls has now turned into a battle of gods. Kiske Ram and Kiske Durga is the new flashpoint between the Trinamool Congress and the Bharatiya Janata Party. And it all started in India Today Conclave East, where BJP's Dilip Ghosh spoke about the difference between Lord Ram and Ma Durga.
भगवान राम एक राजा थे, कोई अवतार मानता है उनको, और उनकी 14 जो पूर्व पुरुष थे उनका नाम भी आपको मिलेगा, दुर्गा का मिलेगा क्या? तो इसलिए एक राजा, एक सुशासक, मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम ऐसा माना जाता है।
Congress was quick to cite India Today's interview to slam the BJP. Congress leader Rohan Gupta tweeted Dilip Ghosh's remark from India Today Conclave East with a caption that said, "This is what Bengal BJP chief thinks of goddess Durga." TMC also did not let go of this issue. Kakuli Ghosh Dastidar was quick to slam the Ghosh.
I think the people of Bengal and people of India, the Hindus actually should decide, because Durga is a concept not only in Bengal. It is a very strong pillar of Hinduism.
On Saturday, Mamta's nephew Abhishek Banerjee at a rally targeted Ghosh over what he called an insult to Ma Durga.
ইন্ডিয়া টুডে বলে একটা সর্বভারতীয় সংবাদ মাধ্যমের একটা কনক্লেভ ছিল, সেখানে গিয়ে বলছে যে রামের তো 14 পুরুষের আমরা আদি বৃত্তান্ত জানি, মা দুর্গার 14 পুরুষের আমরা কিছু জানি না, মা দুর্গার কোনো ভ্যালু নেই, রামই সর্বা সর্বা।
The TMC MP also dared BJP over their Jai Shri Ram slogan.
ভোট শেষ হওয়ার আগে ওই অমিত শাহ বলেছে না, মমতা জি भी জয় শ্রী রাম বলেগি, তোমাদেরকে দিও জয় সিয়া রাম বলিয়ে ছাড়বো যদি বাপের বেটা হই।
While the BJP continues to play Jai Shri Ram card, TMC has also upped its ante by bringing Ma Durga into the battle. From politics of violence to the outsiders debate to Netaji's legacy row, battle for Bengal has now turned into a dharma yuddha.
Dilip Ghosh's comments has given the Trinamool Congress a potent weapon to counter the BJP's blistering attack against party supremo Mamta Banerjee over the Jai Shri Ram slogan row. The Trinamool has accused the BJP of being anti-women and claims that Dilip Ghosh's remarks is not just an insult for goddess Durga, but an insult for women folk in general in Bengal. With camera person Prabir Biswas, Indrajit for India Today in Kolkata.
All right, next story, harking back to the Sushant Singh Rajput's death probe. A sigh of relief for one of the sisters, not both, especially where Meetu is concerned. Sushant Singh Rajput's sister, well, there is a sigh of relief for her in the alleged forged Sushant Singh Rajput prescription case. The Bombay High Court quashed the FIR filed by the late actor Sushant Singh Rajput's girlfriend Rhea Chakrabarti against Meetu. However, the High Court did not quash the FIR against SSR's sister Priyanka, as it felt that prima facie case is made out against her. On September 7th last year, Rhea had registered an FIR against the both the sisters at Bandra police station, accusing them of forgery and giving illegal medication to Sushant, which was never prescribed. She claimed that the sisters gave the actor some medication of unsupervised quantity, which may have resulted in a chronic anxiety attack and therefore his suicide. The sisters had then filed a petition in court to quash both FIRs.
So the arguments was done by us in keeping. The High Court heard the entire case at length and had kept the matter for orders today. We were hopeful that in view of the Supreme Court's order, the High Court would pass order in favor of the sisters. However, the High Court has passed a partial order in favor of Neetu Singh quashing the FIR, and it further went ahead and declared that the FIR against Priyanka Singh survived. It has also directed the investigation agency to proceed with the investigation if they so desire to file a charge sheet in due course of time. There is a quite good case for Priyanka Singh too for getting the FIR quashed, and that would be our optimum object of approaching the Supreme Court.
All right, let's move across to our India Today campaign, Let India Breathe by Hero Electric. Shows us different facets of humans' triumph. Take a look.
Air pollution is the 5th largest killer in India, be it vehicular emissions, industrial burning, stubble burning, dust and construction. Air pollution in India is growing at an alarming rate, and it has become a massive health risk to all of us, especially our children.
Air pollution today is a serious health emergency. The health and future of our present as well as future generation is at stake. It just cannot be allowed to continue like this.
This menace of air pollution must be tackled through a structured approach coupled with strong reforms.
Whether it is the parali burning that happens in North India, or it is the construction dust, which is, we need very strong policies for that, or it's vehicular pollution. It's got to be attacked from every angle, and this is the bare minimum that we really need to do.
Let India Breathe, an India Today group campaign, looked at various solutions to tackle air pollution, be it providing better waste management solutions to the farmers, or making the transition to BS6 engines, followed by electric mobility, strengthening public transport, and making the world a better place through the concerted efforts of numerous innovators and eco-warriors. It is time now for the country to come together and work towards making our air better, so that India can breathe.
All right, with that, I'm going to go into a quick break. To stay with us, up next is our Fact Check segment. Welcome back. You're watching our Fact Check segment, where we bust certain myths masquerading to be facts on social media platform and WhatsApp groups. So there's a claim that's floating about suggesting that Tamil Nadu streets bore "Go Back Modi" graffiti. The fact on that, the graffiti is from January 2020 Kolkata. Nothing to do with Tamil Nadu, nothing to do with Go Back Modi in terms of what's happening in Tamil Nadu. All the way back in January 2020 in Kolkata. With that quick fact check, it's a wrap on this edition of 7 at 7, but do stay tuned. Up next is To The Point. Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.